about you guys, but I've been seeing MLM companies being touted so much on social media these days, and it seems like this is the latest entrepreneurial craze for women. And if you don't know what an MLM is, it stands for multi-level marketing company, but it's commonly referred to as a pyramid scheme, where the products are sold through sales reps, but they also make money for recruiting reps to the business as well, and the whole thing is on a commission basis. And the payment is reminiscent of a pyramid, with the few on top getting the most, and those on the bottom with barely anything. But for this reason, MLMs are seen as pretty scammy, and they're known for using shady practices to convince other people to get on board. So that is why today on the channel I'm going to be listing the top 10 most hated MLM companies that you might want to think twice about buying from. I'm Mackenzie, you're watching IO, and before I get into it, make sure to subscribe down below to see more videos just like this one. Okay, so now to get into the list. Starting out with number 10, we have Monat. So Monat is the one that I personally hear the most about because I unfortunately follow someone from my school that's now a seller for the brand, and of course has DM'd me a few times to get involved in it as well. Monat was founded in 2014 and they mainly sell hair care products. But the thing is, for this company, it's not the annoying reps that make people hate it, but the actual product itself, as their products have been involved in many lawsuits over the years, with angry customers claiming that the products cause hair loss and balding after use, along with itching and irritation of the scalp. So that's gonna be a no for me. Up at number 9, doTERRA. doTERRA was founded in 2008, and it sells essential oils to consumers claiming that they are therapeutic grade and it will cure many ailments. But a big issue that people have with the company is that their marketing can be potentially harmful to customers. This is because they insinuate that the oils they sell can be a replacement for legitimate drugs, and in part of their marketing claim that doctors are scammers that just want to take your money. And instead of giving doctors your money, you can essentially save money and heal yourself with these essential oils. And although I definitely use essential oils in my own life and I love to always try and use natural remedies before turning to prescription products, the company should not be demonizing legitimate healthcare either. Lastly, the products are just very overpriced and you can probably find cheaper options in local healthcare stores. Up at number 8, LuLaRoe. The company was founded in 2012 and it sells women's apparel, but it's best known for their leggings. One of the worst things about this company is the incredibly high starting costs, with the company asking new recruits to pay roughly $6,000 worth of inventory before they are able to get started, which is a lot. Also, even though the leggings can be very niche, to say the least, with really crazy patterns that most people might not actually want to wear, the seller doesn't actually get to pick what they are given when they pay this $6,000. The company just gives them whatever they want and you're kind of just stuck with it and expected to sell it. Then there's the issue that the way they give the products out can be seen as kind of pseudo gambling, as since the women don't know what they're getting when they get the inventory, it can sort of be like playing a slot machine when you go to open the box and see what products that you've been given, and then you're hoping to get some of the good products that people actually want to buy. Up at number 7, It Works. Honestly, I'm sorry, but if a company's name is It Works, it seems like they're just trying a little bit too hard to convince me that it's legit. So It Works is a weight loss drug company that was founded in 2001, selling all sorts of products like coffee and pills that might help you to lose weight. Along with losing weight, the products claim that they will minimize cellulite, tighten loose skin, and apparently you can see weight loss results in as little as 45 minutes with their products. Which I hope none of you guys, actually believe, because that would just all be like water weight if you lost anything at all. Also, dietary supplements like the ones they sell are not regulated by the FDA, so don't be too surprised if they don't actually do anything. And at number 6, Amway. So Amway is actually the oldest MLM that exists, with it being founded way back in 1959. Amway is also the biggest MLM company, selling a broad range of products in health, beauty, and home goods. But the big problem with Amway is how many of their sellers are losing money by being involved with the company, with one anonymous rep saying that after he had spent roughly $10,000 on all the items needed to get going, he had only made about $500. And the only reason he could stay afloat was because his grandmother supported him financially and bought all his products when needed. Then there was another insane story of a seller not being able to go for a work trip, and then their rep from the company telling them to sell their only car to be able to afford to go on the trip. And based off what I've seen online, this one seems to be the closest one to an actual pyramid scheme and kind of the most sketchy, let's just say that. Halfway through number 5, Arbonne. So Arbonne is another one that I've been seeing around a lot lately, and it's also pretty well established, being founded back in 1975. The company is mainly known for selling skincare products, and since it's been around so long, it actually does have a clientele that likes their products. But it's not all good for the company, as they went bankrupt back in 2009. And even though they're financially stable now, they're still one of the most hated because of how hard it is to make money selling their products. They're also well known for their pretty annoying sales techniques. One makeup artist gave her take on a situation, saying that she had a really strange experience with the brand, where she would be hired for her services, but once she arrived, the whole thing would be a big sales pitch by one of the brand's reps, saying that in a few months she got dozens of bookings who were only trying to recruit her to Arbonne. Up at number 4, Nu Skin. Nu Skin was founded back in 1984, and it develops and sells personal care products and supplements. But this brand might be the worst for just general trust, as they have been investigated by the FTC on multiple occasions. The worst was back in the 90s, when it was alleged that they overstated their sales reps' earnings potentials, along with using other deceptive marketing practices. As a result of the suits, they actually had to pay settlements to 5 states back then. In at number 3, Primerica. So Primerica is a financial services and insurance MLM that was founded in 1977, so it's another one that's been around for a pretty long time. But since the product deals with very important financial decisions, the company is criticized for the underqualified sales reps that might not know enough about the financial industry to offer quality advice on complex purchases, such as the ones this company specializes in. The company is another one that's been subject to a few lawsuits in their day, with one back in 2012 claiming that the company's reps were targeting certain professions and then offering them very high-risk retirement funds. In the end, the company actually had to pay a whopping $15 million to settle the over 200 lawsuits that it had. And at number 2, Le-Vel. This next MLM is another one revolving around the health and wellness industry. But there's a pretty obvious sign when someone is actually working with the brand, and that's the strange sticker thing that people will wear on their skin. The brand specializes in these patches, and they say that they are an aid in their program that claims to aid weight loss, support healthy digestion, promote healthy aging, and improve brain and immune function. So it's up to you if you think these patches are worthwhile, but I do have to say the active ingredients in them do have some proof saying that they help with weight loss. But it's hard to know if this method of absorption on the hand is the most beneficial. Finally, at number 1, Rodan and Fields. So Rodan and Fields was the only brand name that I had actually heard of before, but I didn't remember it being an MLM. Well, that's because the company has had a few rebrands in its days. The brand was first known for selling acne medication through infomercials, and since I've always struggled from acne, that's probably where I know them from. Then Estee Lauder bought them and put it in their stores. But now the company is selling through MLM methods and recruiting salespeople to help sell the products. And the company's reputation isn't that great either, especially since the brand is currently facing a lawsuit regarding their Lash Boost Eye Serum, with the plaintiff stating that it wasn't sold with proper warnings of the side effects, which are changes in iris color, eyelid drooping, itchy eyes, eyelid discoloration, thinning and loss of eyelashes, loss of eyelash hair, eye sensitivity, eye infections, and vision impairment. So yeah, looks like I'm not going to be buying anytime soon. Okay guys, that's all for this list today. Let me know your thoughts on all this below. Have you ever worked for an MLM? And if you buy the products from any of these companies, would you recommend that we buy them or stay as far away as possible? Please let us all know. But before I go, I'm going to shout out a few comments from my Shane Dawson deleting the used video. So Andel said, I'd just like to point out that the common denominator in all this, Jeffree Star. Well, Shane definitely needs to be held accountable for his actions. I personally feel like Jeffree has been getting off easy, and he's no doubt sacrificing Shane to the sharks. This just goes to show you have to be careful with the company you keep. Sad situation all around. And I seriously could not agree more and really couldn't have said it better myself. Although I don't like the stuff that's come out about Shane's past at all, he really doesn't deserve to be taking all the hit for this whole James and Tati situation, when I think we're all pretty confident that Jeffree was really the one that orchestrated most of it. Then Deanna said, you know, I really like how the Smiths named their kids. Very clever and cute. So yeah, if you guys actually didn't know, so Jaden is named after Jada, and then Willow is named after Will, and it's funny that they had the gender inverse. So it's just really cute and really original. I love it. Then Margie's Art said, if Target and Morphe really care about their customers, they'll do the same about their Jeffree Star products. Well, now that Jeffree and Tati exposed that he might actually be a part of Morphe, it makes a heck of a lot of sense as to why they're keeping his products in the stores. But since Morphe has denied that Jeffree actually works for them, I guess the only other reason they'd keep them in stores is because he probably just makes them a lot of money straight up, so I guess we'll have to see what happens with that one. Okay guys, well that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far, and be sure to subscribe and follow our socials to stay up to date with us. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.